All right, from here, we're going to take this entire edge. Let me actually drag this down to the base of the skull. And by the way, Make Live has been around for a long time. It's not anything that's new inside of Maya. But what is new is in how it performs, because Make Live used to also be the Make Crash function. So now let's go to edge mode. And I'm going to hide the body for right now. Let's double click here. Control drag here. Get rid of these guys. These guys just want the base of the neck. Alright, there we go. Now edit mesh, face extrude. I'm sorry, edge extrude. Let's change that from face normal direction. Let's click on that center circle. Instead of grabbing those individual arrows, let's just pull this back. And let's see, did I grab something I didn't want? I most certainly did. Let's just delete that face. All right, grabbing these verts. Let's turn back on the body. Let's scale that up so we can get that ready for snapping. It looks like I might have missed a vert here. Pulling in shift drag. Let's rotate it out. Let's also straighten it out. So I'm going to grab the Z on the scale just to flatten that out. Now let's go ahead and rotate it again. I'm just middle mouse clicking without grabbing any of those wheels. Now let's grab that arrow and pull it up. There we go. And this middle mouse clicking, and then I'm going to pick walk by using my arrow keys to snap these verts in a place where I want them. The Make Live will automatically snap these to the surface of the mesh. No, seriously, Simon, it was most definitely the Make Crash function. And they've improved it quite a bit. Like, it would just send you into some sort of processor loop that would just instantly freeze Maya after, like, say, 5-10 minutes. Either that, or it's just an improvement in modern video cards, and all video cards and our processors. I think last time I tried using it before 2015, I had a quad core that I was working with. Yeah, and when it comes to ZBrush, I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, you could have a decent processor and you have a decent amount of RAM, and you're fine. You run the 32 bits, no problem. It doesn't require a lot of hardware acceleration. It doesn't even utilize your video card. Alright, so now that we have that set, let's look at this area. I want to make a nice clean base to the head. I'm going to hold down Control while using the quad draw tool. And let's see, we need a minimum of 3 edge loops. So just to get basic movement in this area, I would need 1 edge loop at the base of the head, 1 edge loop at the base of the neck, and then 1 in the center here. But there's a lot of twisting that's going to happen in this creature's neck, so I need probably a little over double the number that I normally would. Then let's go ahead and relax this out. Holding down Shift. And let's look at this edge. So coming off the base of the neck, ideally what we want, I might have brought this down a little too far, is we want this edge to hit along the clavicle. Let's bring that up. Then along the scapula. Right, so I'm going to bring it up along the scapula and then bring this up. On a human, this would be going right along the spine of the scapula. Alright, let's relax out again. Once we change our border edge, we want to relax out the geometry. Keep things nice and clean. Let's see how we're doing on time. It's 12:30. So I may have to leave these more simpler areas till our next class, but I'll work through as far as I can for you. So at least get the torso going. So, quad draw tool. I'm going to continue on. And like I said, I'm going to use broad strokes here. Leave that like that. I'm going to go ahead and insert a loop right there. Really regretting making this form here right now because I don't like how it's going to integrate, but I'll work with it. Control here. And what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up with a hole for this limb here and this limb here. Do a little bit of welding there. Go back to quad draw. And we're going to end up with a little bit of divergence here. So, there we go. This area is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think I can navigate it okay. And create a try there. I don't know if it's going to let me until the very end. But if I have to use a pen poly, I use a pen poly. Like I said, I start with broad strokes and then I add in complexity as I need it. I know I'm going to want that there. That'll work. Alright, and then I want to place these edges along key points of my anatomy so that it makes sense when it deforms in that area. That my normal map, in other words what I sculpt, agrees with my geometry. It's not combating my geometry. So that way when things are moving, they move in a very natural way. They don't move in this sort of like funky way. So let's see, if I drop an edge loop in there, it's going to go all the way up in there, which means I don't really care for having this down that far. And I'm going to make this lower portion, or the waist area, more cylindrical. Right, so you can look at this as being the rib cage, everything that I have so far here. Right, that's the rib cage. And then now I'm going into the waist, which it'll be our spine and all that stuff. Right? So, not too bad of a start for the body. Let me see our time again, it's 12:34. I'm gonna go for about another 10 minutes on this, and then I may have to cut it a little short. We have, here at URT, we have Giannis Karatomas that'll be doing an awesome webinar today. You guys might want to check out, it's free. And he's just sharing his hard surface techniques inside of Z questions. Really cool stuff. I didn't help post that. But I'll make it up to you guys next class. So how is this for you guys? It's good stuff? Digestible? Questions? No? Straightforward? Well, we still have leeway to alter the shaping in the sculpt if it doesn't alter topology. For instance, if my creature's neck looks like a ridiculous long sausage, which appears to be what I've just turned it into, will I be able to sculpt it into shape after? Most definitely. You know, it's really more like, you know, you won't be able to put horns, you know, into your model after you've retopologized and you didn't account for it in the topology that you created. Does that make sense? But as far as like, you know, I'm going to nudge these verts this way, I'm going to nudge these verts that way, you're going to be absolutely fine. All right. So, this last little area, the way that you want to look at this, in a normal human without, you know, like a human with no tail here, this would be like a bikini line and it would wrap underneath and over. So with the tail, all we're doing is we're going to create a hole in that area for that tail to exist. All right, so I'm gonna wrap here, up here, and then let's do another row. Let's see if that'll form for me. Not. I'm asking too much. And there we go. That's nice and simply expressed. All right, so there's our basic torso. I'll add in additional edge loops next class. I'll deal with the wings and the limbs. We're gonna bring it back into ZBrush and sculpt it up, UV it, color it, create our maps, bring it into Marmoset. Sound good, you guys? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up a little bit early today, but as I said, I'll make it up to you guys next week. Is this enough for you guys to chew on until our next class? Awesome. Well, make sure that you guys post up your works in progress. You know, even as you're retopologizing, you hit an issue where you're not sure how to flow that geometry. Post it up. I'll check it out and I'll give you some feedback and I'll help you through it. You know, you can also feel free to email me at damien@uartsy and I'll help you guys out there too. Sound good? Should it be all retopologized for Monday? I would say optimally, yes, that would be your assignment. At least have it up to here. Have the face topologized, have the body started so that we have that to look at. If you feel comfortable going into the arms and legs, you're welcome to do that as well. So, for the crit session, I would very much like to see your topology and how it's flowing. All right, you guys, well, have a beautiful day. Hit me up if you have any questions. And nothing else, I'll see you guys on Monday.